Hello, dear viewers, and a very warm welcome back to our channel. It's always a pleasure to have you join us as we delve into the latest happenings within the British royal family. If you, like us, follow the lives and duties of the royals with keen interest, you certainly won't want to miss today's story. It's a rather touching update concerning His Majesty King Charles III, demonstrating resilience and a continued commitment to his duties, even amidst personal health challenges. We'll be exploring a thoughtful gesture he made, which resonated deeply with many, coming just days after a brief, yet concerning period of medical attention. Indeed, today we have an update that speaks volumes about the King's character and his dedication to reaching out to all communities. We're focusing on a significant message shared by Buckingham Palace on behalf of the King, a message of goodwill that arrived shortly after he required urgent, albeit brief, hospital care related to his ongoing treatment. It's a story that intertwines royal duty, personal health struggles, interfaith relations, and even poignant family remembrance, all unfolding over just a few days. It reminds us of the delicate balance the monarch must maintain. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's explore this together. But before we dive deep into the heart of today's topic, if you appreciate these royal updates and insights, please do take a moment to click that like button. It truly helps our channel reach more people like you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and perhaps ringing that notification bell so you never miss our latest content. We also love hearing from you, so please feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts as we go through the story. Alright, let's get started. The core of our story today revolves around a heartwarming message issued by King Charles, a gesture that provided a delightful surprise and perhaps some reassurance to royal watchers across the globe. This came quite soon after news emerged that the King had required a short stay in hospital. Recently, Buckingham Palace released this special message, specifically directed towards the Muslim community, coinciding with a very important date in the Islamic calendar. This act, especially given the King's recent health scare, has captured significant attention and drawn widespread appreciation. Stay tuned as we unpack all the fascinating details behind this moment, exploring its timing, its significance, and the broader context of the King's health and duties. So, let's break down the sequence of events. On Sunday, a day marked by important observances, Buckingham Palace took to its official channels to share a special message. This wasn't just any announcement, it was a dedicated greeting marking the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, a significant festival celebrated by Muslims worldwide. The message itself was presented beautifully. It took the form of an illustration, much like a traditional Eid card one might send or receive. The visual element added a personal and aesthetically pleasing touch to the official communication. Accompanying this lovely illustration was a clear and warm caption, Eid Mubarak to Muslims celebrating in the UK and around the world. Eid Mubarak, as many of you will know, is the traditional greeting used during this festival, meaning Blessed Eid or Happy Eid. The timing of this message is particularly noteworthy. Eid al-Fitr, the festival of breaking the fast, marks the culmination of Ramadan, the Islamic holy month of fasting, prayer, reflection, and community. For the King, as head of state in a multicultural United Kingdom and head of the Commonwealth, acknowledging such a significant religious festival is an important act of recognition and respect towards a large and vibrant community, both within Britain and across the globe. This gesture underscores the King's long-standing commitment to interfaith dialogue and his role, often described by himself, not just as defender of the faith, referring to the Church of England, but also as a defender of all faiths practiced within his realms. Reaching out during Eid is a continuation of a tradition he has upheld for many years, even as Prince of Wales, demonstrating his desire to foster understanding and goodwill between different religious communities. It sends a powerful message of inclusivity and unity, particularly vital in today's diverse society. But there's another layer to the timing that adds a touch of poignant coincidence. This particular Sunday also happened to be Mothering Sunday in the United Kingdom. Mothering Sunday is a day traditionally set aside to honor mothers and motherhood, distinct from the Mother's Day celebrated on different dates in other parts of the world. It has deep historical roots in the UK. Just hours before the Eid greetings were shared, the royal family's official accounts, representing King Charles and Queen, Camilla had already marked Mothering Sunday in a very personal way. They shared incredibly sweet throwback photographs. One featured a young Prince Charles with his mother, the late, much-loved Queen Elizabeth II. The other showed a young Camilla with her own mother, the late Rosalind Shand. These were intimate glimpses into their family histories, shared publicly on a day of remembrance and appreciation for mothers. It was a touching tribute, reminding everyone of the personal lives behind the public personas and acknowledging the enduring influence of their mothers. So, within a single day, we saw the royal family engage in both a deeply personal act of remembrance for Mothering Sunday and a significant public act of outreach for Eid Mubarak. This juxtaposition highlights the multifaceted nature of their roles, balancing personal sentiment with public duty, acknowledging both national traditions and the diverse fabric of modern society. Now, the reason the Eid message felt particularly significant, perhaps even more so than in previous years, was its proximity to the king's recent, albeit brief, hospitalization. Let's revisit what happened just a few days prior. On the preceding Thursday, Buckingham Palace released an announcement that understandably caused some concern among the public and royal watchers. The statement confirmed that His Majesty the King had been admitted to hospital. The reason cited was not a new development in his condition, but rather that he had experienced some side effects related to his ongoing cancer treatment. As you'll recall, it was announced earlier this year that King Charles had been diagnosed with a form of cancer, discovered during treatment for a benign prostate condition. He has been undergoing a schedule of regular treatment since then, while continuing with state business and official paperwork behind the scenes, though his public-facing duties were adjusted. This particular hospital visit on Thursday was described as being related to these ongoing treatments. Consequently, the monarch's planned engagements for that Thursday and any scheduled for the following day, Friday, were canceled or postponed. This was naturally seen as a precautionary measure, allowing the king the necessary time to rest and recover from the side effects he was experiencing. Palace aides, adhering to the usual protocols regarding royal health matters, did not provide extensive details about the specific nature of the side effects or the exact treatment program the king is undertaking. This is standard practice, respecting the king's privacy regarding personal medical information. However, what they did emphasize, and what palace sources reiterated, was that the king's overall recovery continues to trend in a positive direction. The message was one of cautious optimism. To add further context and reassurance, a royal source provided a comment that helped frame the situation. According to this source, the brief hospitalization wasn't indicative of a major setback. They described the situation quite vividly as the most minor bump in the road that's very much heading in the right direction. This phrasing seems carefully chosen to downplay alarm while acknowledging that managing treatment side effects is part of the recovery journey. It suggests that while adjustments and occasional medical interventions might be necessary, the overall trajectory of the king's health journey remains positive. Hearing this perspective was undoubtedly comforting for many who hold the king in high regard and wish him a full and speedy recovery. It painted the hospital visit not as a crisis, but as a prudent step taken within the context of managing an ongoing health condition. Cancer treatment, as many watching will know either personally or through loved ones, can indeed come with various side effects that need careful management, and needing brief hospital care for this is not unusual. Therefore, when the king's Eid Mubarak message was released just 2 days later on the Sunday, it felt like a powerful statement. It showed that despite needing hospital attention just days before, he was not only recovering, but was also actively engaged in thinking of his duties and the diverse communities he serves. It was a sign of his resilience, his determination, and his commitment to his role as monarch. Let's take a moment to appreciate the deeper context here. King Charles III ascended to the throne with decades of experience as the Prince of Wales, during which time he consistently showed a profound interest in social cohesion, environmental issues, and interfaith relations. His commitment to understanding and engaging with different faith communities has been a hallmark of his public life. His formal title includes Defender of the Faith, historically referring to the Church of England, of which he is the supreme governor. However, Charles himself has spoken about interpreting this role more broadly in the context of modern Britain. He famously indicated a preference to be seen as a defender of faith, highlighting his duty to protect the free practice of all faiths in the country. Sending messages like the Eid greeting is a practical manifestation of this philosophy. It acknowledges the religious diversity of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, and reinforces the monarch's role as a figurehead for all his people. Furthermore, this act comes at a time when the king himself is navigating a personal health battle. Choosing to maintain this outreach even when recuperating speaks volumes about his sense of duty. It demonstrates a steadfastness that many find admirable. It subtly conveys a message of business as usual in terms of his commitment, even if the pace or format of his work needs adjustment during treatment. Think back to his initial diagnosis announcement. The palace stated the king was keen to continue with state business and official paperwork, and that has largely been the case. While public appearances were scaled back, the work behind the scenes continued. This Eid message, following so closely on the heels of hospital care, reinforces that determination. It shows a monarch who is present, engaged, and fulfilling his responsibilities to the best of his ability under the circumstances. The coincidence with Mothering Sunday also adds a layer of humanity. Sharing those personal family photos reminds us that behind the crown, there is a son remembering his mother, just as Queen Camilla remembered hers. It connects the royals to the shared human experiences of family, love, and loss. Then, pivoting to the Eid message shows the transition back to the public role, the duty to represent and connect with the wider nation and world. It's a microcosm of the dual existence royals lead, the personal and the public constantly intertwined. This period also highlights the crucial support system around the king. Queen Camilla has been a constant presence, stepping up her own duties and providing unwavering support. Other members of the royal family, like the Prince of Wales, Princess Anne, and the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, have also increased their engagements to ensure the monarchy's work continues seamlessly. It's a collective effort demonstrating the family's unity during a challenging time. So, what does this episode tell us? Primarily, it's a story of resilience in the face of adversity. King Charles, while undergoing treatment for a serious condition and managing its side effects, remains focused on his duties and the people he serves. The minor bump in the road seems to have been navigated, and the positive trajectory of his recovery, as reported by palace sources, continues. The thoughtful Eid Mubarak message, coupled with the personal Mothering Sunday tributes, paints a picture of a monarch who is both deeply human and profoundly dedicated to his role. It reminds us of the king's long-held commitment to unity and interfaith understanding, values that seem perhaps more important than ever in our complex world. This story truly reminds us of the enduring power of connection to family, connection to diverse communities, and the connection between the monarch and the people. It underscores the stability and continuity that the monarchy aims to represent, even during periods of personal challenge for its sovereign. It's moments like these small gestures with significant meaning, displays of resilience, the balancing of the personal and the public, that keep the world captivated by the royal family. They offer glimpses into the unique demands and traditions of royal life, while also reflecting universal human experiences. And that brings us towards the end of our reflection on these recent events. But as always, we are incredibly interested to hear your perspective. What do you think about King Charles issuing the Eid message so soon after his hospitalization? Did it surprise you? How do you feel about the way the palace has communicated updates regarding the king's health? Do you find the reassurances like the minor bump in the road comment comforting? And what are your thoughts on the juxtaposition of the public Eid message and the personal Mothering Sunday tributes? We genuinely value your insights and opinions, so please do share them with us in the comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. And of course, if you found this discussion informative and engaging, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button. It really does make a difference for our channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is a perfect time to do so, ensuring you stay updated with all our future royal news analyses and stories. Thank you ever so much in advance for your support. Thank you so much for watching today's video and spending this time with us. We hope you found our exploration of King Charles's recent message and health update insightful. If you enjoyed it, please do remember to like, subscribe, and share your valuable thoughts with our community in the comments below. We truly appreciate every single one of you who tunes in. We'll be back soon with more engaging stories and updates from the royal family. Until then, stay tuned, take care of yourselves, and goodbye for now.